I did have my first debate with Ron Skiba, who's now deceased, and he was the leader, I think, of the movement for a while there.
The leader, you say? Get lost, not my leader. Maybe the leader of the flat earth shills.
Until he died.
This is a sad day. Rob Skibo died of this terrible disease. And this disease was invented by his creator. His creator not wanted him to cure from this terrible disease. His creator made him suffer and finally made him die. Goodbye, Rob. I'm not going to miss you. Piece of shit.
And that was in Denver when they had their Flat Earth conference. So
Flat earth conferences. Where silly flat earthers and sheep flat earthers flock together to worship the circling biblical sun.
All 1 mile spaced apart at 5, 6, 7, and 8 miles respectively. And all of these lights are set up on a contraption that is 1 foot above the ground. So all of these lights are 1 foot high, and all of them are seen from an observer height of 6 inches. Now, if we look at this geometrically, mathematics can prove things. Science uses evidence and methodologies to kind of support ideas, hypotheses. In math and in logic, there are proofs. And so as a geometric proof, if we look at the side view of this 4-light experiment and the observed lights are plotted on an XY Cartesian coordinate grid, the shape of the graph shows a line because we view all 4 lights at 5, 6, 7, and 8 miles in a line from an observer height that is 6 inches, so actually below the lights, and it makes a straight parallel planar line when you draw a line to connect those points.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Nathan, thank you very much for point number 1. We're now going to hand it over to Robert Sungenis. The floor is yours.
So I felt right away that this was sort of mom and pop kind of measurements that he was taking that are not very accurate. And if there's any discrepancies, that this would be one of the things we would point to is it really 6 inches off the ground, or is it 6.1 millimeter inches or 6.1 inches off the ground, or 5.9 or whatever? Is it moving from side to side? Is it moving diagonally? What is the wind having any effect here? I'm not saying that it is. I'm just trying to look at all the angles here to see if this thing is as accurate as it purports to be. Okay, that's number one. When I looked at the picture, and I took a snapshot of it myself, here.
Hold on. Where do you get this screenshot? I not saw you printing anything. Well, Pitch Lumin was making his presentation. It looks like you knew what Pitch Lumin was going to talk about. This is a little bit suspicious. So you two discussed before the debate started about what topics you are going to talk about. And then he must have sent you the links. And then you watch this video and make the screenshot.
I saw the whole video.
You and Pitch Lumin are 2 team clowns.
Is what it would look like on a black screen. And I measured the height of the lights from the red line that's down here.
He talks about accuracy for the test, and then he measures inaccurate from the line here.
Just to make a preliminary measurement, okay? And the astounding thing that I found out was the light that was furthest away, the brown light over here, okay? That was a little higher.
Oh, you measured it, and it seems to be higher than the other lights.
Than the blue light and the red and yellow light.
You use the red bar and measure it from the bottom of that left light and determine it was higher than the others. I also cherry picked a couple of screenshots with all different results, like this one. Oh look, now the blue is higher. Oh, and this is another screenshot. The blue looks higher. Another one on the left seems to be lower compared to the blue and the orange. Oh, and now the blue, the orange and the yellow seems to be higher compared to the red or the brown on the left. So this was taken on a lake of 8 miles. Could it be possible something is obstructing the light on the left, and therefore the light looks smaller and higher, of course, and it looks like the camera is tilted? But that doesn't matter if you can see the horizon. That's your reference point. But things go wrong if you use a blacked out background
Is what it would look like on a black screen.
and then use the progress bar in YouTube as a reference instead of the horizon.
And I measured it again. I got the same result.
So you're calling cherry picking measuring. Okay.
Okay. And the red and yellow light and blue light were almost the same, but the brown light was higher, which shouldn't be the case. Okay. Because if let's just say you had a flat earth here, well, they should all be in the same plane. That's one problem, because you have to ask, well, why is the brown light, which should be lower?
No, your understanding of that is incorrect. It should be smaller because it's further away. And that is what we see on this video and your screenshots. Most of the time the light on the left looks smaller because it's further away. Do you understand that?
But you're going to get all this light diffusion. So the question is, where are you going to make your measurement?
Can you believe that shit? Where did you take the measurement? From the bottom of the brown light, which is in fact the red light, and the one you're pointing to is the orange light, and you call it the red light. Are you color deaf?
You're going to make it in the center of the circle? You're going to make it on the outside, where the outside just is in line with the bottom here, surface of the earth?
Jesus Christ. What kind of retard debate is this? None of these lights should be even visible. Jeez. And that pitch lumin not even try to rebuttal his bullshit.
Until he died. And that was in Denver when they had their flat earth conference. So I was invited out there, and I got to meet all the flat earthers, all the heavy hitters. And
it looks like pitch lumin. Find it very amusing. That sungenis dude talks about Rob Skiba died and the flat earth conferences. Those are not funny topics.
It was fun, actually. But I don't know what more to say. I've been at this for a while. I got my BA, MA, and PhD in theology. theological studies. So I don't know. I think I come equipped to debate the issue. At any rate, I'm here, ready to go. Okay, where are you going to make the measurement? So you have these big blobs to take care of, a little smaller blob, and then a much smaller blob over here. So where are we going to take the measurement to decide how high this is above the earth?
How high it's above the earth? No, how high it's above the horizon. Or, on a globe, how far below the horizon? That should be like 40 feet.
How high this is above the earth?
These two clowns have an agenda to dumb down their viewers. Jesus Christ.
Okay, when I did that measurement, I took it of the lower side of this brown light here.
Yeah. You told us already. Why you not talk about the 40 feet of missing curvature? Or you think it's 40 feet refraction? What an idiot.
Okay, and I took it of the lower side of the red light here, and the brown light was higher than the red light.
Not in my screenshot when I apply the same method as you do.
Okay, so that shouldn't be. And so I wonder about the accuracy of the experiment.
And I'm wondering about the accuracy of your measurement. Clowns.